knowledge. Welcome to the fantastic paper folding trick. Take a good long look at this piece of paper that I have mysteriously fused from these two cut sections. How did I get this paper this way? Well, magic, of course. But would you like me to pass that knowledge on to you? Let's get cracking. As for this experiment, you'll need a pair of scissors and a piece of notebook or printer paper. Again, I'm just using recycled printer. This was my classification of the flapjack octopus for one of my kindergarten classes. But to start off with this, you'll need a full piece of paper. Now, we're going to pause the video now and discuss how we got that larger section cut out of the smaller section. Any ideas? I'll pause the video now so you can give me your ideas. Moving on, we are going to use my giant two-word classification paper, Animalia, Annelidae, Pogonophono, Vestimetiferia, Riftidae, Rifta, Pachytili. These are those giant lipstick tube-looking worms that live at the bottom of the trenches in the ocean. Okay, so you have your piece of paper. Step one, make a banana. Now note, there's writing on this side, and no writing on this side. If you're really doing this as a magic trick to fool people, you want to use paper with no lines, that's a solid color that doesn't have any markings on it. But this is the class where we're explaining these tricks, so I've deliberately chosen paper that has writing on it. Make sure you crease the line good and firmly. Now, your first step is a hot dog fold, or rather fold the paper in half lengthwise. Your second step is to cut from the outside to the center crease at the halfway point. This doesn't need to be precisely measured, you can just eyeball it. Turn the paper around. Now, you cut the far side into thirds. Again, doesn't need to be precise, but it does need to go all the way to the center crease. That's the important part. Now turn it so that the two flaps are facing towards you. Take your hand to the upper right-hand corner away from you. Pull it down. And give it a good crease. Now's the time where you crease everything both ways. Not strictly necessary, but it will make the next step a lot easier. Okay, you take grab the paper like this with your thumb. This is the part that's been folded over. Place your thumb right here. Take the paper and twist it over. And voila! You have a mysteriously fused two third sections into one half section. Now, this is the science of topology, the studying of the surface of things. Now, it sounds like a pretty simple science. You just look at the outside of something, but it can include very complex things like studying the surface of a neutron star to making sure gears are aligned in machinery. This is a very important science, and this is just one fun way to play with it. Now, if you look on this side, you can see this is the unwritten side. If you flip it over here, you can see this is the side that was written on. So basically, you've taken the paper and you've twisted it so that half of the written side is up and half of the unwritten side is up. And you were able to do that because you had these fine creases and you were able to fold it that way. And that is the amazing topology paper trick.